Oregon is one of the more hyped up teams for the 2019 season, and there is a reason for that. This team is likely to be steamrolling into the 2019 season. Very good recruiting class, tons of great returners. Definitely, this is going to be a very dangerous team for the 2019 season. That is what we're going to be going over today. Oregon's schedule preview. We're going to be going over a few players that this team will be losing, who they're going to be returning, and also we're going to be looking at their schedule for the first time this offseason. Oregon went 9-4 in 2018, or 2018 is a pretty good season. We have major potential in 2019. They should get even higher than that. They returned Justin Herbert at quarterback, lose Mitchell, one running back, and a tight end. They also lose one defensive end, linebacker, and safety. So there are a few losses on both sides, but really nothing too much. How high can Oregon go in 2019 is a big question. A lot of people are going to be asking. This is going to be more of a young team in 2019. And, except for Justin Herbert, having him at quarterback is really going to help this team. We've seen him do pretty well in recent years. Oregon definitely, I think with having him under center is really going to help a lot. They can go pretty high. I think 10 wins definitely is possible, possibly 11. Their schedule is pretty favorable for that as well, and that's what we're going to be going over next. But is this a possible Pac-12 dark horse? They're already pretty hyped up. They are likely to be a dark horse. I do think that they've got a pretty good shot actually of making the Pac-12 championship game and beyond. It's going to be tough to make it to the College Football Playoff, but I do believe that they're going to make it likely to the Rose Bowl. They could make it to a pretty good bowl game next season, I do believe. Here's what their schedule kind of looks like. You got Auburn to start off the season. That is in a neutral location. Very interesting game there. That's one game to look forward to for sure. Both of those teams are likely to have pretty good seasons. Nevada, Montana, both of those should be wins. Stanford, California, Colorado, Washington State, USC, the Arizonas, and Oregon State as well. Really, the schedule, it isn't too difficult. Washington State both should be tougher games. And then I think Arizona should be a win. Arizona State could be a win. It depends on how they do on the road. But here's kind of what I'm expecting. I've got 4 guaranteed wins on this list. I think Auburn, not putting that in green just because it's going to be a tougher game, but I do have 4 guaranteed wins for this team next season. I really have a wide range of my estimated records. I've got 6-6 to 11-1. So that's something to note there. I do believe if you want a more reasonable estimate, I would say 9 to 10 wins is probably your most likely bet for next season. Just because, they are returning quite a bit. But, of course, we're still in, March, and we still have several months until the season begins. I don't want to give a prediction as to, what schedule that I think they're actually going to get yet. I kind of need to stay within the range. We're going to be going over these teams once again, though, in the summer, and that's when I'll go over every single game on this list. But anyway, Oregon, once again, 6-6 to 11-1 is your most reasonable estimate, I would say. But anyway, it should be a team with a ton of potential next season. Really looking forward to seeing how Oregon does next year. If you're an Oregon fan, you probably have a great reason to be excited for the 2019 season because a lot of great things are likely to be happening. But as to upset games, I would say Washington State is probably going to be – they may be underdogs in that game. That should be a really interesting one. Possibly ESPN could be going to Oregon that day for that game. Both of those teams could very well be ranked pretty high for that game. Washington on the road, that will be a tough one though. You don't want to overlook that one because it is on the road. USC on the road, can't overlook that one either. Arizona, I do expect them to win. Arizona State should be a win, same as Oregon State. I honestly could have put Oregon State in green pretty easily, but I never did. Anyway, that is it for Oregon schedule preview. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this team in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you guys think on this team. But anyway, thank you guys for watching once again, and stay tuned.